Hey guys, this is gonna be Floating Islands Devlog 2, and I actually got a lot done today. At first I was trying to get a grappler going because I wanted the players to be able to go around the map. I thought that would be really cool, and I was actually able to get it kind of working. Um, I was able to have the player. I got the camera, and I would have it to where wherever the player would click at, they would teleport to. And I was gonna code the grapplers like physics and all that, but then I started to realize with how janky the models would be and how much would change. Probably it'd be better if I just had the character teleport. I can just see across the map. But it was still really cool just to mess around because just getting like simply a grappler going, the physics was the easy part. It's the more trying to get the math and make sure you're not gonna like go through a wall, because I would grapple and I would go through one of the islands and just die instantly, which is pretty hilarious. Right after that, I was able to actually mess around with the islands. I was actually getting them to go really big and small, and I did that honestly on accident because I was trying to get the trees to be on top of the islands, but for some reason the y-axis was actually wrong, and for some reason it was making them go through the ground, or sorry, through the islands, and it was actually making kind of cool bridges, and I just kept messing around with like the islands and like what I could generate, because I was starting to realize like I should really mess around with how big and small the islands are, because it makes really like just crazy good looking graphics to what I could make, and it was really awesome. Then after that, I was like, all right, these islands are kind of empty looking. Also, I know these models are like so horrible because they're just literally squares and rectangles all over the place. But I figured out it's way easier to get the code running rather than like get the models, make it look nice, and then have nothing, and it just doesn't work. Plus, I could figure out if there's any errors. Like for some reason, whenever it spawns islands, it's not making on the z-axis for some reason. And I feel like if I used models, I wouldn't have realized that yet. So it just makes it a lot easier. But funny enough, I also was trying to make animal spawn, and I was trying to do a like manual like spawn checker, being like, okay, every like 30 seconds, see if like a certain light is below a certain value, then you can spawn on here. And hilariously enough, for some reason, I tried for hours and hours to get it to work, and for some reason it would literally spawn, and I didn't realize this. It was working the entire time. It would spawn that damn cow, or I think I named it Garfield at the time because I thought it was pretty hilarious. I named Garfield, and it was literally spawning inside the island. It was literally like one like second of code I didn't realize or think about cost me like 3 hours because I just didn't realize he was actually spawning in. The fucking Garfield was sorry, the actual Garfield was spawning in the entire time. I thought I just coded it wrong the entire time. And then after that, I was just messing around with building and just simply trying to get blocks to spawn in and then trying to save that data after. So that way, whenever you're done playing the game, you can actually not have to make all the random blocks all over again, because it's actually useful. And you know, it'd be kind of stupid if you're just playing a game and then you accidentally close it and then boom, everything's gone. I know it seems like I'm just adding a bunch of like random shit all over the place, because it's like you're going from adding blocks, creating blocks, and then you're going from having islands spawn all janky, and then you're literally spawning into Garfield. But the reason I'm doing all this is just to experiment and to see like how I can make other things in the long term easier, and also it's making it, I'm having so much more fun understanding like how blueprints work. Like it is so much like my brain's like being able to like convert the C script into like how blueprints work. It's just making it so much easier for me. So that's another thing. I'm just going so much faster now, which is awesome. All right, and thanks for everyone watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.